Hello, everybody. This is Derek, and with me today is the only man to mistake tree bark for beef jerky, Carl Mandrioli. Every time we go out, it happens. Every time.
Welcome to the Backpacking Wizards podcast, brought to you by Enlightened Equipment, the quilt that helped get my pack down to 18 pounds on our most recent trip. Check them out at enlightenedequipment.com. With me today is Derek Somerville, a man who thinks it's bizarre that people worry about plastic straws killing turtles because they've been breaking camels' backs for years.
Oh, wow. Wow. I feel like you've used the turtle straw thing a few times. But
I have never used it. What are you talking
I've
about?
heard this somewhere. I don't know where it was.
Probably because you live in California and they talk about paper straws there.
Oh, those poor turtles, man. I tell you.
All right. Okay. So we got top 10 most bizarre camp experiences we've ever had. And you can too, folks. We got some ideas that you can definitely incorporate. So you got your list?
I got my list.
This episode was inspired by Christine from most recent Patreon trip, and her weirdness made the list, at least for me.
Her weirdness made the list?
Yeah, she was part. I don't want to say what it is, but she was on the Timberline episode. You heard what she had to say. Speaking of Timberline Trail, something happened on the Timberline Trail that I haven't revealed yet. That's never ever happened before to either of us. So I'm curious to see your reaction. So we got that coming up as well. So, all right, Romans 12:13 is our Bible verse. Contribute to the needs of the saints and seek to show hospitality. So sometimes we have opportunities to show hospitality to others while we're actually in camp. But just generally speaking, when was the last time you had somebody stay at your house, Derek?
Stay at my house? Just last Saturday.
Wow. Really?
Correct.
Are you a hospitable person?
I like to be, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've been shown great hospitality in my life, so I try to reciprocate that when I can.
You people over a lot? You house them a lot?
You may disagree. No, not a lot.
Okay.
Not a lot.
Gotcha.
What needs?
I guess I view you more as like a kind of like, I don't know, like a curmudgeon. Like you're like, they're in my space. I have my own way of doing things and they're cramping my style.
A lot of times what we project is really a reflection of ourselves, though. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's touche, you know?
That can definitely be true depending upon who comes and stays over.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so
true. If it's my buddies, then I'm having a great time typically. But anyway, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have your list? Is it ready?
Yeah, and that may or may not include camp hospitality. So we'll see how that relates. Okay. All right. So top 10 list, right? So we're going to go in order here from, I guess, the least bizarre to the most bizarre. Is that how you structured yours?
I tried, but yes, okay. I think we'll
try. Like, how hard is this?
Well, you know, you rank these things. It is subjective, but you seem to have a critique and grading scale for subjective things. So I feel nervous. You know, I feel nervous.
No, you don't.
You're gonna go first.
I'm gonna go first. I've got the number 10 because this is definitely bizarre, but I don't know that it's like out of control bizarre.
Number 10. Let's see.
All right, number 10. You were not on this trip because this is also from the Timberline trip, and I think this got mixed results. But I tried to do like a game that everybody can participate in when we're sitting around camp, and yeah, so bocce ball kind of like if you team up, you can kind of do that for sure. But I like to do different things, and so we had the National Geographic Geography Bee.
Oh, camp. National Geographic Geography B. That sounds fun.
6 rounds. And so I just literally went around and asked some geography questions. It starts pretty easy. It's things like, which state borders a Great Lake? Michigan or Florida? And then they have to guess. It's like, it's easy like that. And then it gets harder. Then eventually it's like, you know, which country has the headwaters of the Nile River or something? Or where the Nile River converges? And then everybody says Egypt, and it's actually Sudan. So it's like the harder stuff. So so we had Mike from Michigan was actually the winner of the Geography Bee. And I would say like most people enjoyed it. I think a couple people felt kind of like neutral about it. And there might have been one person that kind of hated it. So that's why it's bizarre.
Interesting.
Would you have liked it?
I would have liked it. Yeah. I like a good trivia game. We did the Family Feud on Catalina, and it was great.
Yeah, when you say Family Feud, you mean like
not Family
Jeopardy?
Feud? I meant Jeopardy is what I meant. Yeah.
Family Feud would be good too, though.
That'd be good, though, too.
So, but the thing is, like, so because there's so many questions for the geography bee and the rules, I had to I printed out basically like a packet that I had to carry with me on the trip. So,
Wow.
but yeah, that was a little bizarre. We just kind of went around and it's hard. People are focused. They want to get the questions right. So it's really hard to tell when people are focused, are they having a good time or not? I don't really know.
Did you overanalyze or did you get some feedback about how much?
Well, that's why it's number 10 is because I don't really know.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's still kind of bizarre because I don't think that's ever been done before on the trail.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. But if you want geography bee questions, reach out and I'll email you the PDF of the packet and you can do that with your group too.
That's one of your most bizarre things ever on the trail, huh?
It's 10. It's just 10.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think one of our most bizarre things, it happens almost every year. We will end up bringing crazy extra weighted items on the trail. Essentially like rocks. Well, you put rocks in your own pack. We brought 5-pound weights, 10-pound weight. We brought DVD.
That's not the same thing. That's
DVDs.
That's people bring ridiculous things on purpose. That's different.
Right. Yeah. This is bizarre. It's bizarre.
The rocks is a prank. That's a prank.
The rocks was ridiculous in its own right. But we brought swords, just random weird things. And we used to do it for fun, like a toilet seat, So I think that was not many groups of people backpacking are doing that, in my opinion.
True. People are, I think, bringing ridiculous things just to get a reaction out of others. And that's kind of how this started. The toilet seat thing was because I challenged everybody one year. I said, hey, whoever does or brings the most ridiculous thing is going to get an award. And somebody brought the toilet seat. And then on the trip, we determined that the toilet seat should also be an award for whoever makes the most mistakes on the backpacking trip.
The flushing. Right? Yeah, the flushing.
Did they call it the flushy or was it called the Derek Award? I forget.
It was called the Carl Mandrioli Award.
Oh,
and
very creative.
I think you got it more than anybody, actually.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Where is the toilet seat? Is it gone now?
So I didn't like the negativity around it. And so I just I won it and then I kept it and then I kept it hidden for years. And then I gave it to one of our backpacking guys who got married. I gave it as like a wedding present.
That's a great present.
Thank you.
I'm sure he has it hanging on the wall. Yeah, so that's fine.
You might ask him.
Yeah, random items.
All right. That's okay. All right. I can see.
It's number 9. It's number 9.
Yeah, number 9. All right. All right. Number 8. This is from a guy that his name kind of keeps on coming up in recent episodes here.
Okay.
Jason from Oregon.
Oh.
He listened to this podcast, heard us throw out a crazy idea, and then crafted the idea with his wife and brought it on a trip. And that is a backpacking piñata.
Yes.
His wife made it from I don't know, like an ultralight piñata. Like the piñata is not ultralight because he stuffed it with goodies, but the piñata itself, the structure was ultralight. It was in the shape of a Sasquatch, and we used a stick with some paracord to conduct a piñata ceremony where we were whacking the piñata and all sorts of awesome prizes were coming out.
Magical. Yeah.
Candy, stickers.
It was solid.
There was a lot of goodies in there. So yeah. That's my number 8. You're part of that.
Did you no, I know. Did you manage to did you actually hit the piñata with the stick?
Probably not. I don't know.
No?
I'm still working on aim. It's kind of hard to aim when you have a blindfold on.
Well, you gotta feel these things out.
Yeah. You know? Did you?
I did hit it, yeah.
Okay. I think I hit it. I don't think I was the one that blew it up though.
I think I cracked it. I didn't break it.
When I was a kid and I was really young and I didn't know how piñatas worked, they were doing that. And then some kid hit a piece of candy came flying out of the piñata and I went and grabbed it. And then he took another swing and hit me in the head.
With what? Like a bat?
I don't know, but it hurt.
No wonder you act a little funny.
It was it might explain a lot of things.
That's wild. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go 7 is going to go, this involves you actually. You brought, and I don't know many. If you're gonna go do this specifically, this makes sense. If you're gonna go backpacking on a trail and do a loop and all this stuff, this isn't something you would normally bring on the trip. But you brought, and this was cool. I still remember this. This was a great day. You brought a bunch of rappelling gear, and we rappelled down a little mountainside right before a huge rainstorm, which actually kind of worked out. But it was kind of interesting because I'm like, what a commitment! I think you were going for we called it the Strider Award to whoever brought the coolest thing, but it was just a lot of extra weight to bring for an hour of fun, which was cool.
The deal was that we were doing that was the trip that involved a lot of off trail stuff. So I thought there's probably going to be some opportunities where rather than climbing around, we can just rappel down And
Like, were you even sure we'd use it?
no, I don't know. It was a risk, but the deal. But here's the key, though, is that at the time, like our buddy Rocky was just known for just carrying a bunch of extra stuff, and so I was like, Rocky, if you want to carry some extra stuff, I got something for you. And so he carried it.
Wow,
happily carried it.
Yeah. Using his pack mule friend too.
Yeah, correct.
Wow.
Well, it sounds like it was worth it because it made number 7 on the list.
It made 7. It was good. It was fun. That was a good day.
All right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Rappelling gear. I've done that with kids before. Like, yeah, I try to bring rock climbing stuff, and a lot of times they just kind of end up bouldering around. So I don't know if that was even worth it. But all right, number 6 was Yellowstone National Park, which is one of the top locations that Patreon people have wanted to go for years. And I do not want to go there for backpacking. I do not understand it. It's just like a big forest. So I don't think, I mean, if you want to do like the touristy things, you don't have to backpack for those things.
A camping situation over there.
Correct. And so I was car camping there. My daughter was very young at the time. She was a year and a half old. Her first camping trip. I was out to the tent, making some pancakes.
Here we go.
Through the camp walks a grizzly bear.
Yes.
And it's kind of like, it's, I don't know, 15 feet away. And I grab my daughter, threw her in the car, tell my wife to stay inside the tent, flex my muscles. But it kind of walks through our camp, and then it hits a road on the other side of our camp spot. And a car drives by. So then it comes right back through the camp. So I, of course, grab the camera and I chase it out of camp, camera on.
Wow. Yeah. You didn't offer the bear a pancake.
In retrospect, I probably should have.
That would have been the better option.
Yeah, I could have made the shameful news stories, just like the other people in Yellowstone who tried to rescue the bison that was getting rained on. Like, I could have been that person, right?
Yeah. I mean, if feeding wild animals human food is always a good option, right? I mean, just give them some syrup, and grizzly bears go well together.
Just like chasing them out of camp is a good option, right?
Yeah, with the camera on. At least you got it on film. Why have I never seen this clip?
I don't think it's very good footage, but it's somewhere.
Like, is it like Sasquatch quality footage? Or is that
probably worse?
Okay, makes sense. Sasquatch quality. Okay, I got number 5 here. This was a cool day. So we had some big old like inflatable chairs somebody brought, and one of our buddies built a boat with a toilet seat and inflatable chairs, and like sailed across a lake in the middle of the day. It was such a cool. I mean, it was great. It was just cool.
He's done this on multiple trips, but the first one was definitely the best one. And when we say inflatable chairs, I don't think those things are popular anymore, but they're the kind where you like kind of just sweep the air and they inflate just with you kind of sweeping the air into them, and they kind of time off, and then they're pretty big, right?
They're big.
Weigh a couple pounds.
Like, you can rest most of your body on these chairs.
Right.
Like, lay down. Did they go down a small river into the lake?
Yeah, we did some river rafting with them.
River rafting,
like
we did.
Minor, like class.
Yeah.
Class
I think we used it to cross a river too, if I remember right.
Oh, one guy did. Yeah.
Remember that?
So there was a river we had to cross that was like almost knee deep, like big time.
Right.
No rapids, just basically just cross the river. So how do you cross it the toughest possible way?
Yeah.
You'd go inside this inflatable thing, and
we had like a line. We threw a line across the river.
There was like a fixed line.
It was fixed line. Yeah. So we pulled ourselves across the line. I think Rocky still managed to fall into the river with pack on. Is that
pack on?
That was a great day.
This is a lot going on with these chairs.
A lot going on. A lot of use.
We haven't doubled up once. This is crazy.
Crazy.
I forgot about the chairs.
Yeah.
Okay. We went to Olympic National Park on a Bigfoot hunt.
Oh,
this is number 4. And on the second night of the trip, we encountered a Bigfoot.
We encountered a big. Oh, is this? I don't even know what to say about this.
Pooing my answer already?
Proceed.
Okay. So we're sitting around camp. I'm sitting next to Derek, and we're having a good time. Derek's bragging about how he's using peat moss because he forgot his sleeping pad and blamed it on the shuttle driver. And then we hear a sound from the distance, and emerging from the forest is Bigfoot holding a backpacking and blister shirt. Not sure how he got a hold of that, but it was actually, we found out like years later that it was our buddy Rocky. We had
no idea. I think we invited the Sasquatch to play cards with us, actually.
He might have played a little bit. Yeah, because they're pretty smart.
Yeah, it's good.
So he had backpacked in a full, like a full size, thick Bigfoot
That had to be
costume.
like, how did he even
10
fit all this
pounds.
gear in the back?
10
I mean,
pounds.
how do you pack
I
that
don't even
thing,
know how he
dude?
fit it in his pack.
I
It's
will.
so big.
I'll shout out to Rocky too, because he brought some great costumes, like Sasquatch. He brought the Nacho Libre and wore it like for a while on that last day, that one
Right.
trip. That was so funny.
Right.
Good
And
stuff.
so, yeah. So I don't know. That was just the fact that he backpacked that whole thing in and then pulled it off. That was, I like, he caught me by surprise. Like, I didn't know he had it. And so it was, yeah, it was kind of a fun highlight. So I think if you are willing to
Right.
pack a costume in, and really for the purpose of having fun, like I wouldn't suggest packing a costume to like freak out kids, like some sort of weird ghost costume or something with like a melting face or something. That's not what I'm suggesting. Just like a fun costume that you can kind of pull something off. I think it's
Like you did a dinosaur and chased everybody.
Yeah,
remember?
chase everybody and
Super fun.
yeah, it was like early days of those inflatable dinosaur costumes.
And
So
yeah.
Okay, that's number 4.
All right, number 3. I think we're on. Yeah, 3. So we were in. I can't remember where we were. I think we were hiking off trail. This is the same night you and I tried to set up a hammock and it failed miserably. And we got in our tent. We go to sleep. It's a peaceful night, beautiful night out. Sky's clear, stars are out. And then all of a sudden, it's like it's got to be like late at night, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. All of a sudden, you hear this really loud dog barking in the middle of the wild, and I'm like, we're not near a trail, really. I mean, we're kind of near a trail, but it's kind of far from everything. And this was so loud, and I thought, like, man, everybody has to hear this, right? So I'm gonna ask people in the morning, like, who heard this dog bark. I wake up and I'm like, hey, did anybody hear the dog bark? You and I were the only people to hear this dog bark, and it was so loud. Everybody's like, no, I didn't hear any dog. What are you talking about? I didn't hear a dog bark. I'm like, what was going on to make a dog bark at 3 or 4 in the morning, I wonder?
That's not the full thing though, because we were in Yosemite and you're not supposed to have dogs on the trail. So there shouldn't have been a dog there. And then even if somebody's like smuggled a dog onto the trail, we weren't camped next to anybody. Like it was like like a lake followed by a cliff from the direction where the dog was barking. So was it a ghost dog?
Because we went up pretty far for this campsite. I do remember that. Yeah. And I do remember thinking to myself, when I heard this dog bark, I'm like, this isn't a little yippy dog you could put in your backpack. This is like a bigger, not a big.
Yeah, it wasn't a coyote.
It was like a mid-sized dog. It had a deeper bark. It wasn't like a little.
It wasn't a coyote. It wasn't a dingo. It wasn't a wolf.
No, because we've heard those, and it's a mystery. I don't think we'll ever figure out.
Yeah. So we don't have an answer. You know what we should do though is we should ask some like old crusty ranger that's kind of been all over the trails in Yosemite for years and be like, have you heard of the legend of the dog in such and such place of Yosemite, and see if they have any answers?
Crustier, the better, I think.
Okay, I'll give you a scenario. What if because you're allowed to have dogs in the established campgrounds, like not on the trail, but what if a dog got loose and like just took off into the wild and then just like lived there?
Just started barking, became one with nature.
Yeah.
I'm more curious of this. If we find this crusty old ranger and we create this reenactment of this story, and then we make it so believable that he's like, yeah, no, I think I've heard of that. Yeah, I think I've heard of this actually happening. And then he goes down his own rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And that would be.
We'll record it. We'll record this interview.
I think we should record that.
Yeah. I'll email Yosemite and say, who's your oldest, crustiest ranger that knows stuff?
Ranger Annie.
Stuff that others shouldn't know.
Is it Ranger Annie? Not Ranger Annie.
She's young. Or she was when we met her.
Was she crusty to you? She might have been crusty to you, though. I don't know.
She's crusty, but she's not old, though.
You got blacklisted. Okay. Number
2. Okay, so this one, I have an update for this one. So I'm not just repeating a recent story. This is Christine on the Timberline Trail who identifies a girl who I think was in her 20s, and she's trying to like matchmake with a dude that we had in his 40s, like mid 40s, not even like young 40s. So, and she's like, they need to meet. They both like hiking. And then she like tries to set it up and tries to play, you called her a wing woman, where she like sets up the conversation and then like gracefully exits. Right. So her name was Janice, and I ended up interviewing her like the next day. And then a cut of that interview made the podcast a couple weeks ago. So you heard from Janice. Janice also gave me her email address so she could find out when the podcast would be released. And so I emailed her. At the time of this recording, she hasn't emailed back. So I don't know if that podcast scared her away or if Christine scared her away, but that was bizarre. But fun, in a good way. I liked it. Bizarre in a good way.
Well, Christine, I love me some Christine, but like maybe she needed to slow her roll with the matchmaking on the trail.
I don't know. If you have, if you're going backpacking and you have like a mixed group, married folk, single folk, and then you're encountering other people on trail, are you guys up for trying to, establish some relationships there while you're backpacking? Maybe. I mean, I don't
know. Love is in the air in all places of the world. So who knows?
Wow. You're like a poet.
And I didn't even know it.
Wow. Now you're not anymore. Now you're a cliche guy.
That's from a movie. Okay.
Number one, Derek. I gave you the number one. What is the most bizarre camp experience you've ever had?
Number one. Okay. So this was right after was this after a magic show and a lightning storm and a sword in the middle of nowhere? We get to camp and one of our buddies or two of our buddies ended up putting on this like I don't know, it was like a skit sort of thing where they end up wrestling each other.
They're mocking us.
They're mocking us. They called themselves Mustache and Mohawks.
Mohawks and mustaches, yeah.
Mohawks and mustaches. They end up like one guy pins the other one down and ends up like shaving his head with a portable razor. It was ridiculous. It was like a full-on skit. I don't really know what was going on the whole time, but it was kind of funny to watch at the same time. What was your reaction to that?
Okay, I don't think this is the first backpacking skit done before. I think especially if you have like high school kids with you, I think this is just a fun thing to do. But this was definitely choreographed into like a full-on wrestling thing.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can dig out some of the old footage from this, like where they're like body slamming each other in the meadow, and then the winner like shaved the other guy's face to be like Mohawks and mustaches. It was like kind of like our, I don't know, bizarro personalities because they're trying to like mock us for when we argue on the podcast. And they're taking it to the extreme with like actual like physical wrestling.
I mean, can you reenact what we have, Carl? Is it so unique? I mean, we're talking about reenacting with power razors and wrestling. So I don't know. It was entertaining.
I thought what they did was pretty good and pretty impressive.
It was entertaining. I'll give you that.
Yeah. And then I wanted them to host an episode. Just have them to host as like our
in character.
Yeah, just as their personalities, and then they could just have us on as guests or something. But for whatever reason, we couldn't pull it off. So we tried.
That would have been good.
Yeah,
that's good. So that's number one. That's what we got.
That's number one. All right, so there you go. 10 bizarre camp experiences. You can try some of those. I have a couple like honorable mentions. You already kind of brought up the backpacking Jeopardy. We've talked about that one before. Also, you're likely, if you backpack long enough, you're likely to have lonely/scared solo hikers who are going to try to camp with you and possibly hike with you. That's happened to us countless times. And I'm pretty open to hiking with whoever. I'm a little more protective over the July trip where I'm hanging out with guys I don't get to hang out with, and then they're kind of cutting into that time. I get a little more closed off in that scenario. But we've had guys come right into camp during those times, and they're like, hey, I'm your new best friend. Let's talk.
No social boundary whatsoever.
Well, it's not. It's just that people want to go backpacking solo, and then they get out there, and then some of them realize,
not as fun.
Yeah,
kind of boring.
Some people like it. It's not for everybody.
You did it and got over it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just not a solo person. Like I like a little bit of solo time, but I don't want to be. Yeah, I like social time. So
you like people. You're a people guy.
I like people.
They charge you up. It's good.
Yeah. All right. So I got bizarre camp experience trivia coming up right after this. Oh. Are you tired of supporting outdoor brands that scour the globe, exploiting the most destitute people and laxist environmental laws, putting profit above absolutely everything? No longer do you have to add fuel to the environmental and social dumpster fire to get the best quality gear for your next hike. Introducing Magnet Designs. Through Hiker Design, tested, built, and owned. Everything they sell has been tested, tweaked, and punished on long trails all over the world. Check out their best-selling product, the Bend Alpha 90 hoodie, made in Bend, Oregon, using USA made from recycled materials, Polar Tech Alpha Direct fabric. Ultralight, compressible, hydrophobic, breathable, quick drying, and stylish. Weighing in at just 4.5 ounces in a men's medium. Put your ethical quagmire to bed when you support Magnet Designs. Be confident you're getting the most vetted products for what we do with the smallest possible environmental footprint. Designed on trail, built for trail life, handmade to order in Bend, Oregon. Visit magnetdesigns.com with no E in designs. So I've got like 3 very short stories here. with, and you got to figure out kind of the outcomes of these stories or what the catch is, so to speak, or what's going on here. And these are all real stories, at least according to Reddit. So I assume these all happened, but these are stories people are telling about experiences they had. Okay.
So I got to figure out the speaker.
It's multiple choice. You'll see.
Oh boy.
I'm calling them by their Reddit names. Number 1, Jorwin woke up one morning and his campsite was surrounded by 20 garden gnomes. This was A, a prank, B, an unsolved mystery, like he just never figured out what was going on there, C, something nefarious was going on or was about to go on.
Huh. Nefarious, prank, or mystery.
Mystery, like he's like, I don't know why these are here, and he never figured out why.
He's in the middle of nowhere and he's just camping?
Unclear.
We don't know that. I'm gonna lean, I mean, just the logistics of bringing in the 20 gnomes and setting them around the camp. I mean, I'm gonna go prank. Like, that just sounds awesome.
It was a prank. His buddy set them up, but his buddy was there with his wife and did not actually tell his wife that he had him. So when his wife woke up, she started freaking out because she didn't know that was going to happen. He ended up.
Way to go. So backfired. Nice.
Or he liked that. I don't know. Depends on the kind of person you are. All right. So that is correct. Number 1 was a prank. Number 2, Lazy Lemons said her husband used to camp at construction sites to save money. One night, he went to his tent and saw a man's foot sticking out. Somebody had crashed in his tent. Creeped out, he drove all the way home, which apparently was a long way. The next night, the dude was in his tent again, foot still sticking out. This was A, a prank, B, a creepy tent squatter, C, something nefarious going on or about to go on.
I want to say it's like somebody just stuck like a rubber foot with a shoe on it in the tent. Is like, who sleeps in a tent with their foot out?
It's barefoot. I don't think his shoes on because I think you're sleeping with
barefoot
shoes on. Yeah, he didn't sleep with shoes on, do you?
Like he was hot, so he stuck his foot out? Is that what we're doing?
Theoretically.
Well, my first question is, was it the same foot both nights? My second question
is... It's like nighttime. It's probably hard to see, right?
I mean, I lean towards like squatter.
Okay.
But I don't know. It seems like a prank too. But I'm going to go squatter.
Squatter is incorrect. It actually was a prank.
No!
He approaches the tent. It's a plastic foot that somebody stuck there.
I was right. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, you're close on that one.
So dumb.
So to me, it's a funny prank, but it did cause him to like drive a long way home that one night. So
I'm surprised you didn't like try to deal with it that first night.
Yeah, well, it freaked him out. I think it freaked him out. Okay.
Wow.
For the win or the loss, number 3, Bennington woke up one morning to hear snorts and heavy peeing outside his tent. Snorts and heavy peeing. This was A, a prank, B, cows surrounding his tent, or C, an unknown creature.
C, an unknown creature. No, I'm going to say no, unknown creature. Okay. Cows. Do cows snort and pee? Why are there cows by your campsite? Where are you camping? Are you
this is Reddit. They don't give you the full
backstory. Are you on like a farm?
Could be.
I'm going to say it was a prank again.
Prank again. It was cows.
No! What?
I can't believe you lost this trivia. I asked my teenage son's buddy, and he went 3 for 3 on this.
I was right on all 3, and I just didn't trust myself. Dang it!
Oh my gosh, this might be my favorite trivia because like I had a really good time looking up these stories.
That's
I was like,
so dumb.
I was like, I think we got to do an episode on this where we just look up the most bizarre things that have happened to other people. I think there's some funny stuff out there.
Oh, I'm sure there's funny stuff.
That'll be a feature episode for sure. So,
Gosh.
All right, okay, it's time for me to reveal something that happened on the trail that's never happened before to either of us. All right, this is like fake happened to us, but this hasn't like truly happened to us. Okay. All right. So this is day 3 on the Timberline Trail. I'm cresting a mountain pass. Like it's been a long climb. I'm coming over the top of a mountain pass. And then there's a man and a woman coming up from the opposite side. And so I step off to let them pass. And the guy looks at me and he's like, "Hey, I'm listening to your podcast right now." And he pulls out his earbud to for evidence. I was like, I don't need to touch your earbud, but I believe you. Actually, I didn't believe him because.
Did you have the shirt on? I didn't hear you.
Oh, sorry, I did have the shirt on. Yeah, so he looked at my shirt. Yeah, to confirm. But there's a couple dudes ahead of us, and so like Jason and Jerry from Oregon. So I was like, oh, you're pranking me right now. He's like, no, and he like cited the podcast. It was like our latest episode that had just come out that day, and Jason and Jerry wouldn't have known that because they were on the trail and didn't get service. And he promised me, followed up with like an Instagram message. It's Mike from KC. We've never actually, because we're mainly on audio and people don't really know what we look like, most of them. So this was this is like our first trail encounter. Somebody actually recognized one of us. What do you think about that?
That's a celebrity sighting right there.
If one person in 8 years recognizes you, do you feel like a celebrity at that point?
I think you go from like F class to D class right there.
Maybe D- or F plus, maybe F plus.
No, I mean, you're in the wild and it's got to be D-.
Okay.
That's good.
I guess my question is it time for us to like, puff out our chest, flex our muscles, treat people like trash?
Yeah.
Have we arrived, Derek?
You have already done that though. But I will say this, when after that encounter was done, what was your initial feeling as you walked away from this guy? Were you like, all right, I mean, I'm kind of a big deal. Like, did you kind of smirk to yourself and be like, that's right. I am Carl Mandrioli. No. My shoulders do feel good today. That's good.
I've shared multiple times. Anytime I ever think even like semi highly of myself for anything, like even above average, I get humbled immediately. So something weird happens where I just embarrass myself. Wow. We could do an episode just on like the million ways I've embarrassed myself in life. And then that will,
That's a great idea, guys. I think we should email Carl if you want to do that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, you can email me on that one.
Nice.
But yeah, no, it was he's super nice guy, and he actually works for Garmin. So anyway, so Mike from KC, thanks for making that like a memorable experience, and thanks for listening to our show. Really appreciate that. Okay, last tip I got is we got a new bonus episode out. Overrated and underrated gear, not according to Derek and I, but according to all the extras we had on the last few months. That is on Patreon. And I think out this week or out last week, I forget, we have a poll for what the next Patreon trips are going to be for the next season. So you can kind of weigh in on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it? That's all you got?
That's all I got.
That's all I got. Guys, thank you again for listening. Check us out on all the social media handles at Backpacking Blisters Podcast. We will see you next time. Remember, guys, if you need to have some pee and whatever was going on outside the tent, just milk a cow. And I wonder if you could get like a fake udder and milk it outside your tent. I'll look into it.